Hello everybody, what's up? My name is RapCat45 here, and today we're going to be doing a comparison between the 3DS and the almighty 2DS. Okay, so maybe it's not almighty, but it's there. So anyways, this is just going to be a semi-quick comparison between the two because I've already reviewed them both, so if you want to see the review, go ahead and check it out. But this is just going to be more of an exterior look and then an interior comparison. I don't know. It's going to be just a brief comparison because, I've already reviewed the two things. So, yeah, and most of the stuff that you'll see is pretty obvious anyways. So, if we go ahead and take the 3DS and the 2DS. Obviously, this one can't close because it doesn't have a clamshell design like the original 3DS does. As you can see, it opens up and then it closes. It's great. Meanwhile, both have two cameras. Both have stylus, obviously, but they are quite different styluses at that. The SD card that came with this one only had 2 gigabytes, while this one had 4, so difference there. But again, storage storage doesn't cost that much, so it's not expensive just to get 4 gig and shove it in here before you use it. Other than that, they're kind of the same from the outside. Everything else is pretty much the same. So nothing really else on the outside. Meanwhile, on the inside of this one and the front of this one, the 3DS is longer. But honestly, that doesn't really matter because when it's shut, obviously it's smaller than the 2DS. So open doesn't really matter that much. But screens are the same size. The circle pads are a little bit different. The buttons themselves are way different. The 2DS's feel a lot cheaper than the 3DS's. While the start and select are on the side and instead of on the bottom, with the home button on the normal side. Sorry, it's a little blurry. I was just kind of looking. I wasn't looking at the camera itself. Yeah, that's kind of it on the outside. Again, this is going to be a really quick comparison just because I've already reviewed the two of them. So, underneath the hood, what do we got? Well, honestly, they are unbelievably similar in the sense that the 2DS is basically just, again, the cheaper version of the 3DS, which the internals are almost identical. So you're going to get the same amount of speed, the same amount of, sorry about the glare, the same amount of speed, the same amount of battery life, unless you have the 3DS on, or the 3DS is 3D on, because then the 3D reduces the frame rate, and it also makes it kind of lag a little bit, or, well, because it reduces the frame rate. But it also absolutely eats the battery. So if you're trying to save the battery, do not have 3D on at all. Just don't. Yeah. Other than that, they play the games about the same. Screen brightness is a little bit darker on this. As you can see, they're both on 3 at the moment. And it's a little bit darker on this one. But that's, whatever, Most people don't have it on 3. I have it on 3 on all of mine just because I don't like it blinding in my face. Yeah, and then Street Pass, the way you get your play coins and stuff is or if you want to put it in sleep mode, obviously with the regular 3DS, you just shut it, and the 2DS, you just slide that, because you obviously can't shut this. Overall, I definitely recommend the 3DS more than the 2DS, or at least the original one, because the new Nintendo 3DS obviously costs a lot more than this. This costs about $80, while the new Nintendo 3DS costs $150. Or, is it $150? Yeah, it is. But this one, this one costs brand new about the same as much as this, but you're also getting like 3D and stuff, which is really nice. But anyways, yeah, that's about it. Before I do go, however, the reason I have, the SD card, yeah, the SD card's kind of finicky on my 2DS, and is a good reason why I don't play on it that much. The SD card holder in it is for some reason a little finicky, but anyways, so the reason I have this guest 3DS on here, if you have been following me for a little bit, you know that this pink one is mine, and this blue one I never had before. This blue one is not mine. This is actually my friend's, but it has the black screen of death, and if you don't know what that is, it's basically where you turn it on, and it just stays. Alright, so the battery's not in it at the moment because I was messing around with it. But you turn it on, and it's just stuck like this. Like, the backlight is on, but the home screen doesn't come up. And so when you try to turn it off, this screen still appears, and then when you press the home button, it's just stuck on that screen forever. It doesn't move past it. It doesn't actually go back to the home menu. So, I've tried multiple things. I tried moving that one card, or the one chip that's down here. I don't know what it's called for sure. I've tried to do that one thing where you do the L, R, A, and up, and then turning it on to reset it. But the problem is that his R button doesn't work, and so, so if you have any suggestions of how to fix this, that'd be great. But yep, black screen of death. So I'm gonna try and fix it, but I don't think it's gonna happen. So yeah, any suggestions to the black screen of death, go ahead and leave those down below. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.